I think I was obviously at Wolves at the time, and they was doing the Christmas dinner here, and Paul Berry, who was working at Wolves at the time, came down with us, and then I was kind of didn't really understand. I knew there was a problem with meals and food and stuff like that, but I didn't realise how big the problem was. And then kind of coming down to do the Christmas dinner and see the amount of people that actually did come to actually use the Good Shepherd really touched me, and it just kind of made me feel how lucky I was, but how big a problem it was, and how the Good Shepherd was helping to sort of solve that problem. And it wasn't just sort of homeless people here, it was people that have got homes and young families and stuff like that. It was a range of people. It weren't the sort of people you'd expect to be a food kitchen, and I think seeing that kind of really sort of touched me and kind of made me want to be more involved. Kind of when you sort of feel like when you see a food kitchen or people handing out food, you kind of expect it to be sort of homeless people with certain issues, or there's certain stigmas that kind of come with what sort of people you'd think would use a food kitchen, but it's not. It was families there, like with young kids, people from all walks of life. They didn't look homeless. They just didn't have enough money for food, and I think seeing that really was an eye opener for me, and really sort of made me think how big this issue is. And I know people weren't just coming here because it was a meal and then it was a free meal. It was, they actually needed it, and I think that's what touched me at the time, and that's what made me sort of want to be more involved in the Good Shepherd. Yeah, since obviously doing, I think that was the Christmas one. I think I'd done the following Christmas, and then I think I ended up dropping some stuff down, and I think it's kind of just evolved from then. Always kind of wanted to try and help out where I can, trying to promote as much as possible. Obviously done the sleep out, which I couldn't take part in last year for my own reasons, but it's just a project I've always wanted to help out wherever I can, especially when you sort of see the people who work here, what good they do as well, and it really is helping the city. And obviously with the sort of times we're in at the minute as well, there's a lot of there's a lot more issues kind of coming up now, and there's a lot of uncertainty, and I'm sure this place is going to be needed more than ever. And I think me just doing my little bit to support helps them, hopefully, and it's good for my, it's good for me, it's good for my soul. It shows you how fortunate we are at times, but also shows you what a good job they're doing here and how much this is needed as well, really. And I think that's what I try and sort of really push to people, is that this place is really needed. It's been needed for a long time. It's going to be needed for the future as well. And I feel like that's kind of that's why I try and support it. And the other projects that they're trying to do, it's not just kind of feeding people, it's trying to get people back on their feet so they can kind of feed themselves. And I think the whole aspect of kind of moving to this new building and how they're trying to evolve as well is something that I really enjoy kind of being a part of when I can and when asked, really. Yeah, I think it's important. I think it is a tight-knit community, Wolverhampton is, and we've kind of seen on plenty of times how they can come together and really make a big impact. And every time I kind of speak to somebody about this place, that I think I think people are starting to know the place more, and I feel like people will come to help, and I think it's an important place in the city at the minute, and with sort of the homelessness problem and everything that's kind of going on around the country, but obviously here as well. And I think people in Wolverhampton have got a big heart as well, so I'd always urge people to help out in whatever way they can, whether it's donation, whether it's food, whether it's their time. I think all three are valuable to the Good Shepherd, and obviously if you can help out, it'd be massive for this place. Yeah, I'm immensely proud when sort of got asked to be an ambassador. I didn't even think twice about it. I kind of feel like I'm an ambassador anyway, but it's something that it's an honour to be a part of, honestly. I think seeing the work that these guys do, and I don't do a minute part of what they do, but if I can help in any sort of way, it's a real honour for me, because if I can help promote, help people come to donate, help get people here to help out here, it really does make an impact for the people that actually are behind the scenes, and there's some great people that help keep this place running, and they're the sort of real stars. Like, and I'm just honoured to be a part of what they're really doing, because they are the main people, and if I can help out in any small percentage, and being an ambassador will hopefully keep me involved even more with the charity, it's a huge honour, yeah.